Hello viewers, well, welcome to another episode of my presentation, and I'm in the person of Margaret Ikuya Asante from the Textiles and Fashion Department. And today's episode, we are going to look at understanding textiles and fashion marketing, concepts of marketing under the fashion and textiles, the marketing mix, which is the 7 P's. So now let's look at the introduction. Fashion is a cyclical system which is ever changing whilst it recycles ideas from the past. It consists of elements such as textiles, design, production, retail, marketing, ideas, media, culture and history, but also a trend and future forecast. So based on that, we are going to describe the following concept of what marketing is, what fashion marketing is, the concept of marketing, marketing mix, identifying the 7 P's of marketing mix. So now, what is marketing? According to Kotler, who is an American author in marketing, defines marketing as the science and art of exploring, creating and delivering values to satisfy the needs of the target market at a profit. Marketing helps to identify the unfulfilling needs of a consumer. In other books, marketing is a process that includes the communication of all information that sellers want to share with consumers from the time a product is purchased and used by the customer. It also satisfies the demand for a product, service, or idea. So now let's move on to what fashion marketing is. Fashion marketing is a branch of marketing in which the industry deals with advertising, campaigning, and promotional events of the apparel and accessories to the target customers. Fashion marketing is the structure, organization, and processes employed to conceive, create, produce, distribute, communicate, retail to the consumer fashion. It consists of the supply chain of fashion and includes individual components, what the action is, also method adapted to enable each activity, that is how it is being done. In fashion marketing and marketing in general, advertising can be carried out through print media and through an online platform, which is the social media. We now see people advertising their products. So now, since we have a general idea about what marketing is and fashion marketing is, let's move on to the marketing concept. So when we talk about marketing concept, it is a set of strategies that firms adapt where they analyze the need of their customer or consumer and implement those strategies to fulfill those needs, which would result in an increase of sales, profit, maximization, and also beat the existing competition. According to other scholars, marketing concept is a philosophy that encourages companies to develop products based on the marketing needs and preference of the customer and consumer. Before one can have a good marketing concept, the company or firm should consider the customer's wants, with request, long-run interest, and society interest. Based on that, let's move on to the types of marketing concepts in which companies adapt. These are the types of marketing concepts. We have the production concept, the product concept, and the selling concept. So, when we talk about the production concept, customers would favor products that are available, highly affordable, and that organizations, companies, and firms should therefore focus on improving the product and distribution effectively. With the product concept, consumers or customers would favor products that are good for them, that offers the most quality, performances, and features, which means the customer would go in for product that is more beneficiary to him or her. Based on that, organization should therefore devote its energy and make continuous product improvement. Organization must improve upon their product based on outcomes and deliveries of customers and consumers. Sometimes, let's move on to the selling concept. Sometimes consumer or customer don't buy enough products. They normally wait for promotions, campaigns before they purchase those products. Since sometimes those promotional and campaigning reduces the amount of sales or the amount of money, consumers prefer buying products based on promotional efforts. So companies should therefore improve upon their promotional advertising and campaigning efforts so that customers can afford and buy products from them. So now let's move on to marketing mix. Before a company can achieve their goals, marketing mix is one of the most commonly used strategies that blends integral values together to come up with ideal results. As the range of variables that can be controlled by the fashion marketers to meet the need of the buyer profitably, or getting the product to the choices market segment at the correct time, the right place, and for the right price. The marketing mix, it was composed of 4 variables, traditionally limited to the product, price, place, and promotion, and it was referred to as the 4 P's of marketing. It was originally derived by E. Jerome McCarthy and published in 1960 in his book Basic Marketing, a Managerial Approach. In 1980s, the 4 P's were expanded furtherly to 7 P's, in which process, physical evidence, and people, that's the participants, were added to the 4 P's. So according to other scholars, we have the 4 P's and we have the 3 P's, which comes together to make up the 7 P's of marketing mix. So based on that, let's dive into the marketing mix processes. So when we talk about the marketing mix, we have the product, the price, place, promotion, people, processes. physical evidence. So let's move on to product. When we talk about product, what product is all about, it is the goods and services or combination that marketers offer to the market, such as clothing, shoes, jewelries, handbags, etc. Since we are diving more into the fashion marketing aspect, let's move on to the price. As we all know, price is the amount of money that consumer or customer pay in order to obtain and receive the goods and services. Whether placed through distribution, the product and availability to the customer. The place deals with the customer, where the customer resides, how the consumer or customer is going to get the product, or the destination of the customer or consumer. When we move on to the promotion, is the activity that communicates the merit of the product or services to the perceived customer to buy. It includes advertising, personal sales, promotional sales, and publicity. Where the people, they are those who are directly or indirectly connected to the consumer and plays a role in the product or services to be offered, or that is offered to the consumer. With the processes or process, this is the system any and every business needs to have in order to strive, because it is responsible for delivering a service to the customer or consumer. With the physical evidence, these are tangible elements of the brand where the customer experience the service or receive evidence of the brand. For example, the tangible elements within the service environment. This might be the building or the store, the sound, sight, smell, taste, and touch within those premises, as well as any material. Based on this explanation, we now have a fair idea about what marketing mix is and the processes of marketing mix. So, based on today's lecture, we have a fair idea about what marketing is, fashion marketing is, marketing mix, marketing concept. So, companies should try and adapt to this marketing processes to help improve their firm or product. Hope today's lecture has been helpful to you. Based on that, meet you in my next video. Thank you very much.